All right, we're going to find out here in just a second. All right, I've got. I'm gonna. I'm trying everything I know to do today. But currently, if I don't know if anyone's even listening. If you're listening, there's technical difficulties on the sermon audio side. So I have been trying off and on for a few hours to get a webcast to start, and I haven't been able to get one to actually start. Now one is actually working. However, I've been told the notification system isn't working. They don't know when that will be fixed. I just sent an email saying, hey, why am I keep getting this pending, 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 pending? Your webcast is pending, pending, pending. And it's been going on for like, I don't know, forever. So at least one finally started. Now I'm going to go over to YouTube really quick. I doubt YouTube will send out a notification. Hang on, we'll find out here in a minute. I'm going to jump over to YouTube. Here we go. Okay, we're live. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to go under the live. So at least one finally started. All right. Now we'll see if anyone sees that I'm live on Sermon Audio. Or I'm sorry, I'm live on YouTube. If you're listening to me on YouTube, if you can hear me on YouTube right now, please please tell me in the chat on YouTube that you're listening, how you're listening, and most importantly, did you receive a notification that I had gone live on YouTube? So, if anyone is listening to me on YouTube, that's information I desperately need. All right. Oh, I always hate when an entire day is wasted in regards to technical difficulties beyond my control. That's really irritating. But that's okay. We're going to wait and see. I'm going to go back to my email here really quick. Okay, yeah, the sermon audio. Well, okay, the live stream seems to be working. It's stable. That's the first time we've had a stable connection all day. That's good. The analytics aren't working. Okay. All right. So I don't know what's happening. All right. So I'm going over here to live. I'm going to go back to YouTube. All right. If you're currently hearing me on YouTube, again, what I need to know is how did you see that I was live? How are you listening? Did you receive a notification from YouTube? I should have grabbed the other iPad to see if YouTube sent out a notification. I don't think it did. It'd have been great if YouTube sent out a notification, then I could tell everyone, hey, go subscribe and follow us on YouTube and you'll get a notification, because currently the Church One app is not going to give you a notification, and that's how most people know when I'm going live. Yeah, this is not a good place to be in. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I don't think YouTube sent out a notification. And Sermon Audio, yeah, the analytics are not working at all. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to Sermon Audio Home. Okay, well, at least you can see that we're live on Sermon Audio, so that's good. I kept getting on Sermon Audio. I kept getting a notification. I kept getting this. I would try to open up the Sermon Audio website, and I would just get like the site is down for technical difficulties, and so then the site was, I couldn't even get to the site. But then it was weird. It was telling me that we were live streaming. Here's another thing it was doing. It was telling me that we were live streaming, and I'm like, how are we live streaming? The microphone is off. The OBS software is closed. Why are you telling me we're live streaming when I'm not doing anything? So, yeah, we're getting all kinds of weird things have happened today. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hang on. I'm going to go over here to YouTube. Yeah. I don't think YouTube sent out a notification because typically when it sends out a notification, so yeah, we're getting. Typically, when YouTube sends out a notification, it's going to show me that there's a number of people listening. So I don't think YouTube sent out a notification. Sermon Audio is not going to send out a notification via the Church One. So that means if I go live, no one is going to have a clue that I'm live, other than people who may be looking on the Sermon Audio site or Sermon Audio app and happen to see that I'm live. All right. Now I'm afraid to stop. I'm afraid to stop this now. I'm afraid to stop. What I should do is just go back. See if I stop this and start again. Can I? What do we call it? Yeah, we need to do an episode where it's not really an episode. It's more like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Theology Central Studio. Today, we're not going to do a full episode because we don't know what's going to. We're just going to do a lot of different things. I don't know. All right, so yeah. Well, I'm going to go back to Sermon Audio. I'm trying to do a lot of things here. Okay, yeah. Sermon Audio is the notifications not going to work, analytics are not going to work. I guess it's not even going to send out a notification. I figured once YouTube received the live stream, then YouTube would send out the notification. That doesn't appear to be going on. We're kind of, I don't know how to describe our current situation. I think our current situation would be best described as you would be a fool right now to try to do a live webcast. Unless, like I said, if I stop this, can I get one to begin and it's just like random Friday afternoon thoughts. I don't know. Maybe we just do something completely, I don't know. Unscripted, just go live and just stumble through whatever who knows what we're going to find. I don't know. Maybe that's what we do. Because if I try to do a normal broadcast, most of the people aren't even going to know I'm live. So I think what I'm going to do is I may consider that. Yeah, because clearly YouTube. All right. Well, we'll stop for now, and then we will try to figure out what to do later. At least we know we can actually get a broadcast to begin. That's a positive. We'll have to see how else everything else plays out over. Man, I hope this doesn't stay this way all weekend. Man, that's a lot of streaming time lost. Because I know from one perspective you can say, well, you can go live. Yeah, but it's like that idea if a tree falls in a forest and there's no one there, does it make a sound kind of idea, right? Well, if I'm broadcasting but no one knows I'm broadcasting, then I'm just talking to an empty room. But when it sends out that notification, inevitably, a certain number of people will tune in. All kinds of weird things have happened today. So, hang on. I'm going to close this. Open this back up. When it sends out that notification. Yeah. All right. So we'll stop and we'll make a plan for later. All right. Thanks for listening. God bless.